Hey everybody, Michael Copeland with Stormio AI. Stormio AI is a system that can help you automate your business. We have a bunch of AI stuff, AI answering emails, calling, a whole bunch of ways to make your life easier, to help save yourself. It's a system. So save yourself time, energy, and money. That equals system. Anyway, if you've been following me for any period of time, you have heard me say, if you are not AI enabled, you are going to lose your job. You're going to go out of business. And today I'm going to bring on your AI business guy, Stephen Edwards. He has a way where you can actually show and prove that you are learning AI, and you will become more valuable in your work, if you have a job, and even more valuable as a business owner. So I'm going to bring Stephen on right here. Welcome to the stage, Stephen. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Michael. Thanks for having me. Thanks for hosting me. And thanks for supporting me for many, many years. I use Michael's Stormio system, have for many years. He's both my partner in new AI stuff, but he gives me the backbone and all pretty much all the systems that I use on the back end are linked back to his Stormio product. So if you don't have a great product, and even if you do, his is probably better. So anyway, uh, so yeah, everyone, I'm Stephen Edwards. I'm your AI business guy. I can tell you just a little bit about me. I had started out in as a CPA many years ago. Got 20 years experience as a CPA. Moved out of that corporate life and wanted to be my own boss. And one of the ways that I chose to do that is to become a real estate agent. So I was a real estate agent for about 10 years. And toward the end of that tenure, I discovered that I really like coaching. I like coaching more than being in productivity myself. So I started coaching other agents. And then along the way, this thing called ChatGPT came along. It was right up my alley. I'm such a geek and nerd and love gadgets. And that was a gadget that I absolutely loved. So I switched my coaching focus and said, from this point forward, I'm going to learn everything I can about AI, and I'm going to teach others behind me what I've learned. So that's kind of been my journey at this point. I uh, I work for a company. I am an independent consultant for a company called Simple AI. I've been involved with them for about 2 years. They had a product in on the on the market called Read It For Me, and basically, Read It For Me was an executive book summary club. Our founder CEO soon was kind of his business was blown up with AI. Wasn't real happy about it. In fact, if you go back and say I'd love to go back to those days where my entire business was centered around reading a book a day. He was a uh, lifelong learner, and he would gladly go back to those days. But those days are behind it. AI blew up his business, so destroyed him at first, but he used it to recreate a new business. New business is Simple AI. I am one of the independent consultants of about 130 different fractional professionals under that umbrella. So my goal, our goal, and Simple, and my goal personally is to study AI in the workplace. And we've got a number of things that we're going to do, and I'm going to show you that everything that Michael and I are going to do today is around a free offer that I want to make available to you today. And I'm going to show you a glimpse of that offer right now. Is that all right with you, Michael?
Yeah, that's great. And I can tell you that Steve, while I have Stormio AI, I always talk to Stephen when it comes to AI, and I think that he just has a breadth of knowledge that, and I think it's because of he is a consultant with Simple. There's so much training with Simple. I mean, you guys are going to be blown away by what we're going to go over today. Like, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Michael. So here is the offer. This is $4,000, basically a scholarship, which will get you roughly $4,000, which of free AI training with Simple. And within that, there's three pieces to this. First is the AI workflow practitioner. Or I'm sorry, yes, the AI workflow practitioner. Michael and I are going to be going through that today. With this bundle, in addition to that, you do get a certification to that if you finish all the modules of it. Keep in mind, we're doing what we call a LAP framework, which stands for Learn, Apply, Improve. It is our belief that more and more companies, more and more businesses are going to have to prove that they are AI first companies. More people within companies, more employees within companies are going to have those AI skills. Companies are going to demand it. Well, how is it you're going to prove that you have those AI skills? One of the ways you can prove that is to get certification and certified in AI. We are one of probably many companies, but we're hoping that we eventually become the most trusted and recognized company within the AI certification space. So what we're going to do today will lead you to a certification, which is the AI workflow practitioner certification. In addition, you also get access to the AI workflow expert certification as well. And the way that works is that everybody, if you were to take this offer and let's say you work in a company, so you get the offer for the workflow practitioner, you can share that with everyone in the company. One person within the company will also get lifetime access to the workflow expert certification program as well. But what does that mean if I'm a one person business? Well, that means you get both offers anyway. All right. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, it, so many people are afraid of their jobs right now. And I mean, I said it at the beginning of this. So many people are scared of their jobs right now. And I always say, if you're not AI enabled, you're going to lose your job or your business. And if your business, your job is going to have AI, and if you are the one that brings AI to the business, if you kind of are that AI champion, and you come in and be like, hey, we need to implement AI, your value at your job just increased, I don't know, tenfold, even more. And if they need to start laying people off, they're not going to lay you off because you are the one that's bringing AI. Like, they want to implement AI. And if you have certifications, if your job knows that you're going through all this stuff, you are going to be that much more valuable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's correct. So the way I look at it, that is AI is either the biggest opportunity you've likely to have experienced so far, or possibly the biggest threat. And my job is to keep you on the right side of history. I don't want it to be a threat to you, but companies are looking at AI now. I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing about AI, but companies are trying to figure this thing out.
I mean,
And
Salesforce just laid off 4,000 people because AI is handling customer support now.
yeah, yeah, and that's the downside of technology progressing. But it's those who are flexible and roll with it. In the long run, AI is going to create many more jobs than it's going to do away with. So I think there's definitely a bright side to that. You just got to learn to be flexible with it and learn to be willing to learn new concepts. Really,
Yeah,
what it comes
I
down
totally
to.
agree. You got to
Yeah.
be, you got to, and that's why
Genie's down.
that's why we're here today, because this is, I mean, for lack of a better word, this is very simple.
Yeah,
You just go
yeah,
through the program.
yeah. And like I said, our founder and CEO, uh, it happened to him, and if it happened to him, but he didn't take it laying down. He said, "Well, if it put me out of business, I think it can help me create a new business," and it's done that, and it's done that very well. So anyway, so you get that. You also get, and this is true for you if you're the first one who grabs this offer, but it's also good for anybody within the company that you may share this with. there is our AI MBA program, and that is a fantastic program. But you're only going to get access to that for 30 days. It's normally a $1,000 a year subscription, but you do get access to it for free for 30 days. So I encourage you. Actually, what I would say to do, because you only have access for 30 days, you might even want to start with the AI MBA program to make sure you take a full advantage of the free offer to you. All right, so that being the case, I'm going to show you on the back end what you're going to have, and I'm going to show you through my lens. Simple Academy has two platforms, is basically a Simple Academy and Simple Consultants. The difference being I am a consultant. My that is my profession now, so they have an avenue for me. So I pretty much, as a consultant, get everything all the time. I get full access to everything. But what I'm offering you is just a piece of that, but I'm going to take you into my platform. I don't want you to get confused. I'm going to take you into my platform, but show you the pieces that we're giving away to you for free. Does that make sense, Michael? Does that work?
That's good.
Okay. So what I want to show you here, this is my this is the platform, and what we're going to be going over today is this AI workflow practitioner. And essentially what it does is it takes an entire company and segments it into 9 different areas. It's if you were a fractional executive, you would pretty much have to know a little bit of all 9 of these blocks here. So that's what we're going to go through here today. I mentioned the learn, apply, prove mentality. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to start today on corporate strategy. This is going to be something we're going to do this workshop once a month and cover all 9 of these. You can do it once a month for free, but that's kind of a slow pace. If you want to do it faster, go ahead and take our free offer. You can do it entirely on your own. But if you want to go even faster than that, I'm here to help you as a coach, and I have group coaching opportunities and actually one-on-one coaching opportunity as well. So I can take you from once a month to once a week to every day if you want to get you through the certification and other certification programs as quickly as possible. So how this works, we're in corporate strategy roadmap. That's what we're going to cover today. How this works, if you just open up and workflow, all you're going to do is copy that prompt and paste it into your favorite large language model. Mine is ChatGPT. That's what I use pretty much 95% of the time. But this will also work in any of the other platforms as well if you happen to prefer some other. I'm going to take you through this quick, and then we're going to actually start doing this. So the way this works, you go through it. You do the prompt kind of takes over at that point in time. It will guide you through the entire session. And when you get to the end of that, what you do is to get certified, you're just going to paste that entire chat into this block here. And someone at Simple someone plus an AI agent, to be honest with you, is going to grade that. And if it meets all the criteria, then they will present to you a certification. And this is what that certification looks like. So here's one of mine. I'm certified in this area. That is something that you can easily post on LinkedIn into your profile. And if you do so, again, you're telling the world that I am preparing myself for this new AI economy that we are into and getting deeper and deeper into each and every day. So that's how.
I mean, you could take that, put it on your LinkedIn, put it on, you know, I don't know, Upwork or whatever other thing you can. I mean, you can even put it in your well, I guess it's a CV, but you can put it in your resume too. Like, here's my certifications that I have. So very, very important.
Within the platform itself, there's got a place, basically your AI CV, where you can store it automatically stores all your certification there. Let me show you. Let's see if I can do it.
That's good. And I like how there's like a certification number. So you can verify that you actually have that certification.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm taking you to my LinkedIn profile here as an example. And I've done a number of these down here, licenses and certifications. As you can see, I've done quite a few of these. I've done some with other companies as well along the way, but this is, I'm proud to have gone through this. It was very useful for me to do so, but it's also useful for me to show the world that I'm taking it, or I'm preparing for this AI world that we live in now. Okay. Let's
That's really
see.
it. You know, when the internet came around, everyone thought it was this fad, and it became this new foundation, and everything was built on top of the internet. If you're a small business, you don't have internet, you know, all communication turned to internet. And AI is like this new foundation. Everything is going to be built on top of this. I mean, it's already
Mhm.
happening. It's in your watches, it's in your TVs, it's in apps, it's in cars and airplanes,
Mhm.
you know, like
Mhm.
it's the new foundation. You have to play. You have to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if you want to be part of it.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. One second, I'm going to, in the background, I need to open up Chat GPT. Bear with me for 1 second here.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this together. Um, so I have my Chat GPT up as well, and I'm logged into my simple account to do this, uh, and then I also have Notebook LM up over on my other screen. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna take you through how I use these two. I use these two products just kind of as a one-two punch. And if we have time, I'm going to show you how basically the output from ChatGPT I use as input into Notebook LM, but then I
mm,
also create stuff on Notebook LM side that I push back over into ChatGPT as well. So it's essentially a closed loop system that I've created here
yeah, that's good.
with, and the purpose being that it's making each side smarter and smarter and smarter every time I go through an exercise. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So are you ready, Michael?
I am ready.
Okay. You do this on your side, and I may tell you to switch over to and share your screen along the way from time to time.
Okay.
Uh, but I am going to drive for right now. So let's get started. We are in corporate strategy roadmap. Like I said before, I'm just going to use the workflow. I'm going to copy that prompt, and I am going to come into ChatGPT and actually paste that prompt. Now I have a little, I'm not going to show it today. I don't want to take the time, but if you're copying and pasting prompts from somewhere else, uh, I like to kind of know, all right, because the prompt itself will take over almost immediately, start walking you through. But sometimes I like to know on the front end, okay, well, what are, what's the purpose of this? Where is this taking me? So I have a little cheater prompt that I put in front of this that will actually kind of explain what this is going to do and then start the prompt. We're not going to do that today, but I think it's a good idea to be able to do that.
And uh, one of the things that I'll say is like everybody's Chat GPT is different, you know?
Yeah.
So what Steven sees on his screen might be different than you when you're doing this on your screen. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you want this prompt, um, you know, just reach out and we'll give you access. Like Steven will give you access to this. Again, it's free. It's a $4,000 scholarship. So
Yeah.
I would take advantage of that.
Yeah, and in fact, on the screen now in the top right-hand corner is a QR code. If you scan that QR code, that will take you directly into this offer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we did that. We're in ChatGPT. We copied the prompt over from simple. We pasted it here,
I don't
and
see
now
Chat GPT.
you don't see. How about now? Do you see
There we go.
ChatGPT?
There we go. I see.
All right. So I pasted it in ChatGPT. I haven't run it yet, but I'm going to run this now. Okay. So here we go.
All right. And then, all right. Got it.
I don't want to bore everybody by reading out loud, but I'm just going to slowly scroll through that so you can get a. Michael, you're probably doing it on your side on your screen, but for anybody who might be watching, I'll just slowly scroll through this so you can see it. Okay.
Yep, I have that too. Step one.
Okay.
Step
All right.
one.
So you're at step one. I'm at step one. So step one is asking, all right, this is kind of laid out the outline. This is the roadmap that we're going to go through. And it's saying before we actually get started, would you like me to give you a brief summary of what we're going to do? So I created that prompt as I mentioned, but this prompt itself is kind of going to explain itself as it goes along. Okay. So I am just going to say, yes, that's what I want. Michael, if you want that, you can say yes on yours as well.
Yeah, I'm just answering those questions, you know. What's my vision, my time horizon, growth targets, and stuff like that. I guess I could let ChatGPT kind of answer it
Okay.
for me.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah. So on my side and what we see on the screen now is just a brief summary of the steps that we're going to be going through. Step one is define your long-term vision and goals. Step two is identify key initiatives. Step three is to outline critical milestones. Step four is to integrate feedback and refine the roadmap. Step five is the final deliverable. Okay. I think you're a step ahead of me, possibly. Is that
Yeah,
right,
I guess
Michael?
I just started with step one.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to try to catch up with you. I'm going to say, yes, I am ready to begin step one. Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that's what I'm doing right there. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So think of this as setting up your North Star, clear, measurable, and inspiring enough to align every department and decision. Again, this is coming as if you were working as part of a company, but this applies to individual businesses as well. So, I'm just taking this, reapplying it to me being a one-person business. It still applies. Okay. All right. So we
And for
got.
me, I have Stormio AI, but I have an offer specifically for food trucks, totally made for that
Mhm.
niche. It's still built on Stormio, but it's for that niche, and that's what I'm doing when I'm going through this. Is I'm using Loyal Fuel. That's the name of it. I'm using Loyal Fuel. So, for example, number 2, where it says big measurable goals, mine says 1, 3, 5 or 1, 3, 10 years. And I'm like, actually, I want to do 1, 3, and 5 because I want to sell it within 5 years.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. So these are meant to be very specific to you. It's you want to get a prescription for your eyesight and not someone else's. And so you definitely can take it, and it wants you to take it into something that is very personal to you. So
that's
right
a
now
great
it's asking.
that's a great analogy. That is great.
Uh,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, yeah. I've used that analogy before. I mean, yeah, we can get very. And that if you take a book off the shelf, it's giving you very general ideas, and it's up to you to figure out, well, yeah, it's speaking to me in some terms, but it's up to me to adopt my life to the book. With AI, we can adopt the book adopts to our life, and that's what we're doing here. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. So we're at the point that it's asking for input, vision, and long-term goals, and I am going to give it my own, but here's how I am going to do it. Instead of writing anything out, I'm just going to give it access to some information that I have created before.
So you have integrated Google Drive with your Chat GPT.
Hmm. So
That's
one of the
great.
things I'm going to give it my resume, which is really my LinkedIn profile. That's one document I'm going to give it. And then I'm also going to look for Michael, you may not know about this one. Let's see if I can find it.
The more information you give to ChatGPT, the better your results. I mean, it's just that simple.
I
Again,
recently was part. Go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
I was
I
going to
didn't mean
say
to interrupt.
again, no, for no pun intended or lack of a better word, right? Simple. It is simple.
Yeah. So this second piece that I added, I recently did. I was part of a networking group that the entire networking group went through something called a Clifton Strengths analysis. I don't know. Have you ever heard of that, or have
Oh
you ever
no,
taken it, Michael? So it
no.
is a fantastic assessment. Basically, you're scoring yourself against 34 different categories, and and there's a lot of assessments out there. If you had a DISC profile, this would be something that you might put that in for information. But what's unique about Clifton Strengths is that if I were to take my five highest scoring categories about my strengths and place them there, the likelihood of somebody having the same five and in the same order is almost astronomical. So a lot of people, if you do a DISC assessment, there's a lot of people that end up being D's or S's or so forth. But the likelihood of anybody coming up with the same five here and in the same order, it's not very likely. So I want AI to know, because again, it's giving a prescription for me. If you think about it, if it's going to give me a prescription, it needs to know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. Correct, as far as strengths are concerned.
Yeah, so now, talking about this, like you and I are kind of solopreneurs, right? But
Hmm.
somebody who is an employee, I still think, they should just go to their LinkedIn profile, download their LinkedIn profile, and then upload it here. When you're about to enter this thing, even though you might be doing this corporate strategy roadmap for the business you're working for, unless you have a side hustle that you want to do this for, but
Hmm.
it's your chat gpt, so your chat gpt knows you, and the more information you give it, it'll help when you go through this whole thing. So yeah, I think that's great. Even if you're an employee, like, do that.
So instead of me really recreating something new here, I am just basically what I've done is attached information about me, and I'm going to say, please make reference of that to answer these questions.
Oh, see, that's great. I'm sitting here typing out all this stuff and you're just going to let AI answer it for you based on what you give it right here. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
even better. It's even more
yeah,
efficient.
yeah, yeah. And I'm going to show you even. I'm possibly going to show you even another trick that makes it even more efficient. But let's run with that. I've given it 4 different documents to work with. It's going to read those documents and going to start connecting the dots. Okay. So here it is. It's using that information to come up with what it feels are my long-term goals. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are between 3 and 10 years. Establish SLE Legacy Guru as a go-to authority in AI enablement and optimization for small and mid-sized businesses, fractional executives, and growth-minded entrepreneurs. That is accurate. So, I gave it that information, not verbatim like that, but it took the information and used that information to come up with these answers. And they are, I would say, if not 100% accurate, I pretty much just say they're 100% accurate.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's awesome because you know I always look at AI as being like 92%. So Dan Martell always, he said to all of his employees in his business, he's the $100 million business. He said everybody in his business needs to have AI do their job at 92%. They
Mm-hmm.
they do they only do 8%. So
Mm-hmm.
I always looked at AI doing 80 to 90% of the work, and then, but I mean, the more information you give it, like you just did, like you said, like this is 100%. So that's
Mm-hmm.
better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm going through at a fast pace today. I'm kind of breezing through this exercise. But of course, the idea is really not to breeze through the exercise. It's really to, uh, be very thought provoking. So when you're doing this on your own, if I were doing this on my own for the very first time, I would make sure that I take enough time to really think about what I'm answering along the way. You know, it's the thought as much as it is the productivity from this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm good with that. Ask me, is this pretty good for vision and goal statement? Yeah, I like it. So I'm going to tell it to move on to the next step. Now we are in step 2. So
Step
now that
two.
we've established vision and long-term goals, next step is identify major initiatives. Are you at this step as well,
Yes. It's very interesting how it's different. Like I basically answered the questions. I was like, it was like step 1 questions. What's the ultimate purpose, North Star, your vision statement, my time horizon, my growth targets, my impact goals, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I typed it out, and then it gave me the output. Here's your 1, 3, 5 year goals, impact statement, and stuff like that. And then now I started with step 2 questions. So my step 2 questions are definitely different than yours, because yours
Mm-hmm.
already has AI enablement workshops, um,
Mm-hmm.
because it knows more about you than mine does, because I need to give it more information. So it's asking me questions.
Yeah, and ChatGPT, it keeps the memory on you. I gave it that information just as a kind of a booster shot to do this exercise. It maintains a lot of information on me already. I just gave it that just to give it a quick boost as, all right, absorb this really quickly because we're gonna use this in this exercise. But it does maintain a lot of memory on you already. And for those who are just starting this and maybe are not as crafty as being able to do these the wordsmithing on prompting yet, uh, just get it close. AI has a great capacity to kind of connect the dots. So if you just get something on there, it will try to connect dots, on its own, and then all you got to do is edit those connections if they're incorrect.
I've heard somebody say, it may be Dan Martell, I don't remember, but AI has a PhD in everything, but
It
it's an
does.
intern. It's an intern level with a PhD in everything.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I,
Yeah,
I
it's like
think,
hiring an assistant, but the idea is you're hiring a assistant that has a PhD and is available 24/7, and it probably only costing you $20 a month, so that's a pretty good deal.
yes, exactly.
Uh-huh. All right, so for my key initiatives, AI enablement workshops expansion, that is absolutely true, and that's why I'm doing this workshop here now live. That is definitely a initiative for me. Digital content and thought leadership growth. You will see me on LinkedIn. I post something pretty much every day. And the reason I do that is I want to be known as a thought leader in the AI space. So yes, I do that as well. Um, Client growth and retention system. That is absolutely true. I can't say that I've fully developed in that area yet, but that is true. AI powered flow platform development. That is absolutely true as well. Strategic partnerships and ecosystem building. Michael and I are on this together. So that is a strategy that AI put together. We didn't tell AI that we were doing this to form a partnership, but that us together today, that is indeed what we are doing. So AI was smart enough to come up with that, and it looks like we're on target with that one, Michael.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
see, you see where it says sources? It literally sourced all the information from those 3
Yeah,
documents you provided.
yeah. And if you were to go in here, it would actually take you to where it found that information. Uh, so yeah, I think it's fantastic that it's all right. It's reading those documents, and then it's using, where appropriate, the information that it needs to form the answers to these questions, and to be able to ask you more questions along the way.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
for
go ahead,
me, I
Mike.
mean, it's it was step 2 questions are talking about market expansion, technology development, sales and partnerships, and marketing strategy, operations and support, and financial model. And I basically answered all of that, and then it gave me the output in each one of those 6 different things. But I mean, it's giving me, for example, like number 6, it asked, how will you structure pricing upfront and monthly, and what initiatives are needed to validate and refine it quickly? And I was like, I don't know. I wanted to upfront and monthly or annual with a discount, and it just kind of, design a dual structure upfront and then, and so I'm like, all right, yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Yeah. You can give it the instruction to, if I don't understand the question, or if I'm not immediately ready to answer your question, I may not be smart enough yet to answer it. So you just keep asking questions. There's a back and forth conversation. One of the cheap things I do is say, okay, give me 8 different possibilities, and I'll choose one or more from the 8. That way you're not staring at a blank sheet of paper. Give me some ideas, and I'll pick from the ideas. Is what I often go to.
Yeah, and that's probably really good for somebody who's an employee, right? They don't know a lot of the corporate information, but they
Mhm.
might know about the department that they work in. Maybe they're
Mhm.
just an employee, maybe they're supervisor or manager or something like that. I think middle management's job is very, very, very highly, highly, highly at risk. So if you're middle management, coming in and doing this is going to show, because your job is going to bring in AI, and if you're the person that can bring it and be the champion,
Yeah, you're gonna be a hero. You're gonna be
you're going to
AI
be the
hero.
hero for your business. And so you could literally do this from the perspective of the business you work at, and
Mhm.
you may not know the answers. Like me, I was like, I don't know how to answer this. Like, here's what I think. And then AI again has a PhD in everything. It already knows what business, you know, like
Mhm.
yeah, an HVAC company, like there's thousands of different HVAC companies, but they're all pretty much the same. AI already
Mhm.
knows all about this. AI already knows about, a marketing
Yep.
agency. It knows the basics of everything. And
Yep.
it already has that PhD. So let it answer for you if you don't know the answers.
That's right. That's right. All right. So here I'm at. It's asking me, do I like what I see so far? I have the ability to add, move, remove, or adjust anything. I like what it's given me so far. Um, and for the purpose of time in this demonstration, I'm just going to keep moving forward anyway. But I
Yeah.
did like what it told me.
Yeah. I just said, yeah, these are good.
You always have the ability to go back into this and edit at a later date. But we're going to keep moving forward for now. This is step 3 of 5. We're into the drafting critical milestones for years 3 to 5. Michael, I'll let you work on yours, look at yours.
Yeah. I see, because I didn't do what you did, like yours is getting all of the answers from the documents that you've done. Me, I didn't give it enough information, so I have to answer the questions. I guess I could just say, what do you suggest, or something like that. But this
There's a
is
little,
a very serious, this is a corporate strategy roadmap. I am launching Loyal Fuel. Like, this is the corporate document that's going to be the foundation of this business. So this
mhm,
is, I'm not taking this lightly. This isn't just an exercise. This is,
mhm,
I'm building the corporate strategy for this business right now.
mhm, mhm. So if you notice, it took those initiatives that were developed in the previous step, and now it's just adding some time frame around it. It's given it priority. And so if you think about it, step 2 was purpose, right? And step 3 is priority. If you know purpose and priority, then you have the ability to make something happen.
Yeah. So step 3 for me, it says outline critical milestones, and it says one of the things is partnership milestones. Should we measure success by the number of strategic partners signed, or by revenue adoption? And I just basically said, I don't know, what do you suggest for that question, you know?
Did
So
it come up with something? And feel free, Michael, if there any point you want to share your screen, just take over and do that.
I mean, I could show you, but I mean, it basically says partnership milestones, because I guess that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Milestones, the critical
Okay.
milestones
Okay.
is, and again, I said I want to do 1, 3, and 5 year. It says sign at least 3 partnerships, like a food truck association, an event organizer, or supplier like Restaurant Depot, that's a great suggestion there. Year 2 to 3, build 10 plus active partnerships. Like it came up with this, and then it said measure success by outcomes, track the percentage of new trucks acquired. Because again, this is going to be this is a program for food truck operators to increase their fan base and increase their revenue by like 35% at least, and then also extend their season to year round. A lot of things like that Loyal Fuel is going to be doing. But yeah, this is really great.
So on my side, it's do I like the milestones? Yes, these are good. I'm going to tell it I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward into step number 4 of 5. Are you joining me, Michael?
Yeah, so it asked me if I wanted these laid out in a table. So I said yes, but let me give it the pricing, because it's asking for pricing and like a, so see how it kind of goes off. All right, so yes, I'm ready for step 4 here.
Okay, I'm already there. Step 4 is integrate feedback and refine the roadmap. So, all right, so 1, 2, and 3, we've given enough information. It's creating something for us, but now it's saying, okay, well, let's look at where we are now. Let's see if we can break the system before we move forward. And so essentially it's given us some risk, some areas, some constraints that we need to consider if we were going forward with our plan. So that's what this step is for. All right.
Yeah, and for me, it's giving me like risks and constraints, and it's making suggestions based on what I've already answered. And it's really great information. Like some of this stuff I didn't even think about, to be honest. And that's the biggest thing. When you're thinking about doing something, like I talked with a client earlier, they're like, oh, I'm thinking about doing this, this, and this. I'm like, start with AI, because AI already knows what you're trying to do. Just start there.
Yeah.
Because they asked me, what do you think about this? I'm like, let's go to AI and see what AI has to say.
Yeah, and I've gotten in the habit of sometimes I'll get into the fork of the road and it'll ask me questions like, well, would you rather do this or would you rather do that? And I created a prompt. And for those of you who are curious, this down here at the bottom is a add-on tool. It's a Google Chrome extension called Prompt Perfect. And with that, it really helps you to perfect the prompts that you are. It also gives you feedback on prompts. Cool part is if you like a prompt and you might want to use it again and again and again, have it save it. It'll be there in your arsenal. And then if you click on your prompts, it'll come up and you'll just be able to select it and go from there. Saves me a great deal of time. It also helps me perfect the prompt, because even though I've hit perfect one time, next time I use it, I might want to tweak it again and then perfect the previous perfection. And over the course of time, you're getting better and better and better. But one of the prompts that I have said is that if I come to a fork of the road and ask me, would you rather do this or would you rather do that? I now have a prompt that says, well, what do you recommend? Even though I might have an opinion, I want to hear yours first. And that's my that's a little cheat there.
I mean, that's kind of what this whole thing is about. That's what AI is all about. It's like, yes, you have ideas in your brain, but you don't know all of the things. Like, AI knows all of the things.
It's
And if
it's
it
able,
doesn't know, it's going to go search for it, and then it's going to come back.
yeah, it's able to connect dots that you never would have considered,
Yeah.
and never would have considered any connections. So yeah. All right, so I am at the end of step 4. Basically, what it's going to do now, I think, is all right, these are things you need to consider. Do you want me to consider those things and then make the adjustments for you? And that's what I'm going to do here. I say, yes, good idea. Let's do that. And so it has incorporated those, thinking about those risks and constraints and stuff like that, and has is updated accordingly. So now I have all of this laid out in steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I'm at the point of producing a final deliverable. Where are
Yeah.
you, Michael?
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, because the output that it gave me for step 4, like I said, is I didn't even think about some of this stuff, especially like the adoption risk. Food trucks must see a revenue uplift fast or churn will rise. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, and then it actually suggests focus on quick wins for operators. Position
Mm-hmm.
loyal fuel as the fastest way to get 10 to 20 repeat customers. That proves ROI. Yeah, like it comes up with things that I would not have thought about. I may
Mm-hmm.
have thought about it later, but now, like, this is part of this roadmap, which I'm ready to have it generate.
Okay. So I'm going to generate it for me. Michael, if you want to, go ahead and generate it for yourself as well.
I'm gonna have it generate mine in a canvas,
Okay.
so I can just like download it.
So here's what I got for the final deliverable. Corporate strategy roadmap for Stephen Edwards of the SOE Legacy Group is giving me a vision statement. I am going to read that one. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Don't want to bore everyone, but vision statement to humanize AI and systematize growth. And that is a tagline that I've started using. So I didn't know it had it in its memory, but somewhere in there it had it in its memory. Pull that out. Humanize AI, systematize growth, making artificial intelligence an accessible, practical, and transformative tool for business leaders worldwide. Through empathetic guidance and structured execution, empower executives, entrepreneurs, and teams to adopt AI with confidence, achieving measurable ROI, innovation leadership, and long-term competitiveness. That sounds pretty good. I like it.
That's good. You want me to read mine?
Yes, please.
So mine says, vision statement to become the leading loyalty program for food trucks in the United States, transforming event to event paychecks into sustainable business built on repeat customers and loyal fans. I think
Excellent.
that
How do you
that's I
feel
think
good
that's
about that one? Yeah, very cool. All right, so now it's got my long-term goals, my key strategic initiatives, my critical milestones, my integrated risk and refinements, and this is my navigational chart. This is your complete corporate strategy roadmap. But now it's asking me, would you like to have that in a polished deliverable PDF? And I would love to have that.
now mine says, here's my corporate strategy roadmap, and it's like, would you like me to build the KPI activity tracker? Like, how many daily calls do you need to do, booked calls? Because I'm like, I want to know. I want this to be broken down into, if I want to get to this revenue goal by this time, what do I need to do today or tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having it generate that here. But it's interesting.
So Michael brings up a good point, and he brought it up earlier, and this is just evidence that it is true that it we both started at the same starting point with the same prompt, same instruction, but it took us a completely different path because again, he's trying to give a prescription to Michael. It's not trying to give Michael my prescription. I don't want Michael's prescription. I want my own prescription, and that's what it's attempted to do. I will tell you that it does have the ability to take you, which can be a good thing, and you just got to keep in mind that it can take you down rabbit holes, which is good. Tons of information, but sometimes you don't want to go down rabbit holes just right now. So you got to be able to manage the AI's always trying. Oh, well, you did this. May I suggest something else? May I suggest something else? May I suggest something else? And and it's good. It's good that it's thinking in those terms, but sometimes you have to kind of keep it on the tracks. And for the demonstration, exactly what I wanted to do today for me is to keep it on tracks. And that's I think that's what I've accomplished.
Yeah, and this new blended KPI tracker, because I have like 3 different pricing models, it basically is like, okay, 70, it's guessing obviously, but it has obviously an educated guess. 70% of the people are going to buy the core, 20% are going to buy the downsell, and 10% are going to buy the upsell. So based on that, it started giving me projections on, how many clients do I need in the first 90 days to hit 10K, how many to reach 50K, and how many to reach 100K. And it's literally breaking it down to like, this is the outreach you need. Based on industry, 10% of the people that you reach out to are going to respond, and 25% of those are going to close. And it literally breaks it down to like, okay, you need to reach out to 25 people a day. And so that could just be emails, or, I also have an AI system where I could just have it reach out and do all of the cold emailing and all that stuff to these people and put them into a marketing plan, and at least make sure it goes out at least 25 a day. Like, this is great. This is
so what I have on my screen is the finished product in PDF form. Nice, beautiful document here. Michael, we've got about 6 minutes left. Please help keep us on track. But can I show you one more thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to come over into Notebook LM. For those who are not familiar, Notebook LM is an AI product from Google. The version that you're looking at now on the screen is a free version. I have a free version and a paid version. The one you're looking at now is a free version, so you should be able to do the exact same things that I'm doing, even on free version. But I told you before that sometimes the output from ChatGPT I use as the input into Notebook LM. Think of Notebook LM as a collection of notebooks on any various number of subjects here. This would have been a great tool if I was still a college student to keep me straight. But I'm going to create a new notebook, and within each one of those notebooks, you have the ability to also collect a number of sources. So the source that I'm going to go collect now is this. Let's see. This is let me make sure I've updated it.
Oh, you might have to. I don't know if you downloaded it or not, but yeah.
I did, and I probably have to refresh really quickly, possibly. Let's see.
Oh, so if that popped up a little window, we didn't see it.
It did. I meant for it to stay offline, and so I'm going to update from a source. I'm going to go looking for that same PDF document. Yeah. It has not refreshed yet. It should be here. It is not. But I'm going to use another document in here. It's not the one I'm actually looking for. But just imagine this was the PDF that I just showed you. I would grab that and I would pull it, and it would become a source My good friend Paul Blanchett, I'm working with him on a project. So this is him. I created a 8-part cold email sequence, and this is a document that I pulled in. So the idea here is that imagine this as your pantry, your refrigerator, and I can go shopping for ingredients to put in my pantry and in my refrigerator. And where can I shop? I can shop at a number of different sources. I can shop PDFs. I can shop do Google Docs, Google Slides, websites, YouTube, copy and paste. I can search all of those sources, or if I want to go out on the internet, I don't like this. Basically, I'm at the grocery store. I don't like anything that the grocery store has. If I want to discover sources, I say I'm standing in the grocery store. I don't like what they have. I'm going to go shop online at Amazon instead. And that's what this Discover Sources is essentially doing. And in the middle part here, this is your process area. This is your oven. This is your air fryer, your microwave. So what you do here is you take these ingredients from here, you put them into here, and you make something of them. But you can just keep in mind, it can only make things that you have ingredients for. So if you don't have the ingredients to make a chocolate cake over here, it can't make you a chocolate cake, right? That
Yeah.
makes sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what this middle section does. The output of this comes over here and to the right side, the studio. That's I bake my cake and now I place it on the table. So I place it on the table here, and there's a number of things that in addition, that you can do with this information. It's getting better and better every day. It used to only be 4 different reports, but now it's also suggesting reports that it can create on your behalf. That is fantastic. So it's saying, all right, you made something, you put it over here, but I can make even more stuff for you. What do you think? You still got ingredients left. Can I help you make something else? And you can do that. And then when you're done with that, sometimes the output is here and you've got all of the food on the table, but you don't eat all, just like a turkey at Thanksgiving time. You don't eat all the turkey. You might want to repurpose that turkey into like a turkey salad or turkey sandwiches or something like that. So you have the ability to take stuff that's the output here and throw it back over here into the pantry or the refrigerator again and start this process over and over and over.
Yeah, Notebook LM is people sleep on that. I mean, I need to use it better.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, the way I use it too is I create now. I've taken what I created from ChatGPT. I put it here, and I created some new stuff. And then if I were to go back into ChatGPT, I may use what I just created over Notebook LM as new information into ChatGPT.
Yeah, that is great. I mean, I never thought about doing that, but like I created
Yeah.
a mastermind group. I went online and I mean, I went to YouTube and I just grabbed like 5 or 6 different, how to structure a mastermind group if I want to do this. I took those in a Notebook LM, the YouTube videos, and then I said, create me a study guide, create this. You can make a video, like write an overview of like how the YouTube or how the mastermind is going to be, and it just Notebook LM creates all of that. It's
Mm-hmm.
but I never really thought about bringing that information back into the
Yeah.
prompt that I was using in ChatGPT.
And then same thing. It's a completely closed loop system. So now if you start creating new stuff on the ChatGPT side, its output, you got to store somewhere. You might as well put that into Notebook LM and create some new stuff out of that, and you just keep going back and forth. And over the course of time, if you keep that rotation going, just think of how smart AI is going to be about learning about you and what you do and trying to be able to help you specifically.
Yeah. Well, I know that we're almost at the end here, but
Yep.
what else did you want to cover?
I,
What else did you want to talk about?
I just want to mention the offer again, and I'm going to show you what we're going to cover next
Oh,
time.
I could actually take all this output and put it in my certification.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. No. Don't go. Don't. don't close the door. Make sure you grab that and put it into your certification so you can get certified. And the idea is here, each one of these 9 blocks, you will get basically a certification of completion. But if you finish all 9 blocks, then you actually you're going to take a short certification exam, and then so think of these as being certificates of completion individually, and then if you complete them all and take an exam, then you get a certification, and then then you will be certified as a AI workflow practitioner.
Wow. And again, this is free. Like, this offer is free.
It's free forever.
Like, I know when I was working in corporate America, every little certification I could use, like, Excel or anything, I would do it and print that out and stick it on my cubicle wall. Show
Yeah,
that I'm
and
more valuable,
yeah, and from on our side, anytime you gamify anything, people are more likely to do it. I mean, people will do anything to get a badge that may not mean anything, but the gamification of it, they will definitely do something that they might not do otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is,
So,
Michael, that is all I have on my side. Do you have any final questions for me?
I don't have any questions for you, but I just have to say, you guys need to take advantage of this. Like, this is a massive offer, and if you have your own business or a side hustle, you need to do this. If you have a job, you need to do this. And here's the thing: the cost of not doing this is business, or is your job. So if you're making $80,000 a year, you're going to lose $80,000 because you don't do this. I mean, I know I'm catastrophizing this right now, but I'm trying to put the point in there. If you are not AI enabled, if you don't bring AI to your business, your work that you have, you are at high risk of losing your job. And this is free. Like, the price outweighs the cost, because the cost of not doing something is going to be your job.
Yeah, yeah. So, again, if you consider the threat, you're concerned about it, then I can help you keep what you have, basically protect the position that you currently do have. If you see this as an opportunity, then I can help you advance your career. So whatever way you look at it, I can help both categories.
Yeah. Well, I think this has been great, Stephen. Thank you very much, and I can't wait for the next one, because
We're gonna
this output from this corporate strategy roadmap is amazing, and I'm building this business. Like, this is what I'm using to build this business, and so I can't wait to do the next one.
yeah, yeah. I love this stuff. I'm doing a new one each and every day in some category, and I just love waking up and seeing what else I can learn. But again, it's not enough to learn something. You actually got to go out and apply what you learn, and actually make something of what you've learned.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Stephen, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.